So good evening, everyone. This is Debbie Wetzler. I am coming to you live from Maryland still. And I am one of your upline leaders, and I love being on the team call with everybody. We get together every week so that we can all get to know each other, meet each other, work together synergistically so that we can all move ahead and tell the world about this incredible, incredible technology, which has been changing people's lives for 10 years at this point. And some of the stories we've heard have been just truly remarkable. Things that we just really never thought we would see people's bodies be able to recover from by introducing these incredible molecules. And so because of that, we get together as a team. We've been introducing this to people for that many years, and we love sharing it with people. And we really, really want to give thanks to all of you guys who do go out and share this with people. It takes a lot of courage. We know that. And this pushes you to the limits of what humans are becoming, basically, I guess I could say. It's not always easy to tell people about this. People, laugh and ridicule and all that kind of stuff. But we know what we know. And one of the greatest things is that you guys are still out there telling people about it and taking ridicule sometimes, but also being able to see miracle after miracle. I had asked for somebody, and he ended up not being available tonight. And he just told me this at the last minute. So I'm going to ask if anybody has a really great testimonial from either themselves or from somebody that they have in their organization tonight. Because I always love to start with a testimonial, especially for new people.
Hi, Deb.
Yes.
I can tell you something we did last night that was pretty cool. Okay. We were at someone's house.
Hold on. Nancy, introduce yourself and who you are.
Sorry, Nancy Starr from down in DeLand, Florida. And David's been here 3 times. We'll look forward to him coming back.
And
we were in Daytona.
Nancy's a golf professional. Next time she's going to give me a lesson.
Sure.
Oh, good.
So we were over at a friend's house in Daytona, right in the Speedway, actually. Playing some cards and then having dinner. Well, when we walked into the house, our friend Paul had kind of the remnants of a black eye. It was like blue-green here and a cut right there. So, of course, I took my gel out and I said, just let me put some of this on here. And I just did put it on a little bit, and I waited a little while, and then I said, let me put it on again, just one more time. So about a couple hours later, he got up. I said, go look at your face in the bathroom. It was all gone. It was totally gone. So he ordered this morning.
That's perfect.
But, and then he said, well, I really hope this helps me with my sleep. I hope it works. I said, you saw it worked last night. But, I guess because it's we all wanted to work on something different, but.
Yes.
But that was fun.
Great.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nancy.
Well, maybe he'll maybe you'll get him to the webinar. I think I'm doing both of them this Wednesday at 1 o'clock Eastern and 9 o'clock Eastern, but we're going to talk about it in just a little bit. That's great.
Deb, can you hear me?
I can, Michael.
Absolutely.
Okay, I got a little testimony.
Okay, perfect.
I've had Hashimoto's, which is a thyroid autoimmune disease, for about 30 years, maybe. And it's been pretty steady. I take a certain amount of levothyroxine every day, and it's been about the same for the whole 30 years. It hadn't changed. So I went to look at my labs as of January, because I started using ASEA in March, and my TSH, which is the thyroid sensitivity that they look at was 1.12, and a normal is 0.45. This was 1.12. So I thought, if ASEA is doing what it's supposed to do, then I'm going to have my blood checked again and see what's going on. So I did. Last Wednesday, I went to a lab and had it checked, and I got the results over the weekend. 0.413.
Wow.
Now, as I said, 0.45 is normal, so 0.413, and I have had it faxed to my doctor in Arizona to see what he's got to say about it. He has not gotten back to me, so it's going to be interesting when he does.
That is fabulous. That's great. That's something I suffer from.
My son has that also. My son has it also, and he's not medicated.
Right.
Yeah, that's terrific. So
That
you sent your endocrinologist, you sent it to, or your general practitioner?
Just yeah, he's an internal medicine GP.
Yeah.
And by the way, when I went to the lab, the woman at the lab who drew the blood and all has 4 autoimmune diseases. I sent her information over the weekend, and today I showed her these papers. And so I think we will have a new associate coming on.
That's great. Hey,
Perfect.
and Michael, let me ask you this. I'd love for everybody, if they're going to speak up, I'd love for them to introduce themselves and their background, because one of the things is to get a feel for the cross-section of the society we have here. So, Michael, what's your background?
My background is radio and television, politics, public relations. We winter in Arizona, and we spend our summers in Bend, Oregon. We have 2 sons who are in manufacturing here in the greater Bend area. And
Great.
I'm retired.
Not really.
Right, you've got a new position now. Sorry.
I'm on a little mission now, that's all.
Right.
That's
exactly.
right. Hey, cause-driven business is a good reason to come out of retirement.
Right, absolutely. What did you do in television and radio?
I was a rock and roll DJ back in the days when the Beatles.
Really?
But I was a news anchor, weather and news.
Okay.
Where, Michael?
I've finished up in Portland, Oregon.
Awesome.
Which station did you?
Several markets.
Which station did you anchor for?
KPTV in Portland.
Okay. My daughter's following your footsteps. See, she was with NBC News.
Oh yeah, in Portland.
No, she was in Wyoming.
Oh.
So, and Washington D.C. She started in Washington D.C. and then moved there. So anyway, very fascinating.
Well, just want to thank everybody for sharing.
I introduced you, David, but you weren't quite on yet. So if you would like to say a little something, I'm recording this about the team phone call.
Okay. Well, number one, Debbie introduced herself. Debbie, as she said, she's a triple diamond in Maryland, not for long, moving to where she's wanted to move back to for many, many years since I've known her, to Colorado. She'll probably be gone before the end of the year. But she's in the upline of everybody on this call. Every single person is in her downline. I'm one of those people. That includes me. My name's David Silverman. If you're new, I know there's some new people on here. I live outside of Washington, D.C. also. I just drove back from the beach in Ocean City. I got here home about 20 minutes ago. I was scrambling to get on here. And I'm an ambassador double diamond. And many of you are in my downline, but not all. Because, well, probably about half. But that's how this works. And we work as a team. We have this call every single Monday. And it's a great place to get together. We can't all be together in Bend, Oregon, and Washington, D.C. and all over. But this is a way we can all get together. And it's like a family, really. I mean, we call it a team meeting. But as Debbie said, some people, look, we're pioneers. When you go out and you're sharing this with people, not everybody's going to think it's the hottest idea. Probably your family might be one of those or one or more of those people. And it hurts a little bit when you're trying to share something that's so important from the heart. You really want to help somebody. and they reject it, or they placate you or whatever. And we all go through that, right? But we all know that everybody we talk to one day is going to know that we were telling the truth. They're going to know that we were trying to help them. And they're going to see our lifestyle and say, wow, I wish I had listened back then. And it's so nice to come together on this weekly meeting and know that everybody you see already knows. I mean, there's no convincing here. We know what we've got. And so that's one of the reasons we have it, just sense of community. We introduce new people. We want you to bring your new associates and you introduce them to us and to everybody so we can get to know them, they can get to know us. We do recognition of people that have advanced in rank the previous week. This business is about telling people who tell people who tell people. And by doing that, the company pays us and we excel or ascend up the compensation plan ladder. So Debbie will cover that. We do the testimonials. We do some training. And we talk about some important things and announcements, things that are coming up that everybody needs to be aware of. And so the bottom line is, is this a sales business? Technically, it's a sales business. It's really an education business. And we're making people aware of something that they have no idea exists. I mean, nobody knows what a redox molecule is. They don't know this is in them. They don't know that they take this gel and put it on 9 out of 10 people that are hurting, and or put it on 10 people, 9 out of 10 of them are going to have an amazing result within 10 minutes. They don't know any of that. They don't know there's an opportunity. A lot of them don't understand residual income, but most people are struggling or settling in life, and residual income could alleviate a lot of that. But we're really, Debbie and I are grateful and feel so fortunate to, number one, have been told about this, and Debbie told me, so I'm grateful to her. We're grateful to the company. We're grateful for all of you, and we know that we're the pioneers. We know that while it may be a little tough right now, and that's okay because we're all building our teams, the floodgates are going to open. There'll be some press release, or it'll be on Oprah or something. And those of us that are really working hard now to build our networks are going to get a huge windfall. And the money may not be important to you. Most likely it is important to you. But it's much more than money, obviously. But that's why we do this call every week. So Debbie, I'll turn it back over to you, and we'll maybe whatever part of it you want to go over now, the recognition or whatever, I'll do announcements whenever you're ready.
Okay. And it is something that people are finding out about more and more and more. And I find that now I've done so many phone calls recently. People are really wanting to know what this is, and that's what I just find incredible. But they get it now. They're starting to get it, because when I tell them how many different redox research centers are open, how many, the Redox Congress, that was just the 19th one in Paris, France, all this kind of stuff, they really are getting it. They may not quite wrap their heads around it yet, but they've got it. And that's what's so exciting now, because David and I have been doing this I've been doing this 9 years now. And I can tell you that nobody understood it to begin with. And that's what is so great. And we've got so many beautiful stories to go with this. I mean, it's just incredible, some of the things that have been happening. So I'm going to do recognition very quickly. And I don't say that to diminish anything. I just say that because we're excited to meet new people and to talk about, we're going to be talking about the convention tonight. One of the things I've always loved about network marketing is that it does push you, as I was talking about earlier, to be the best you can be. It's a personal development wrapped in a business, basically, and you do personally develop. And so we recognize people because as they tell more and more people, they go up in rank. It's just a natural evolvement of what you do. And so as you tell 2 people and they decide to join you, then you become a director, and then you become a director 300 and stuff. And so one of the beautiful things about network marketing is that we recognize that, and we give you recognition for that, and we like to acknowledge the fact that you've done that, because you don't get very much of that in the corporate world. So I'm going to share my screen just very quickly and go over all of this. So as I said, as you first sign up, you're an associate, which is great. You're open-minded enough to try the product. Then you go to director. Director is telling two people about it. The computer takes care of this for you. And so you sign up somebody on your left side and somebody on your right side. So the new directors this week are Redox Phoebe, Carol White, Joelle Moore, Judy May Castro, and those are our directors. So I want to congratulate you for telling at least two people about this, which is wonderful. Now you're a director, and every month when people order another product, you get, let me mute somebody here. Every week as you, as people, every month as they order a case, you get another 100 points. And if you're active, meaning you're getting a case every month, you start collecting points on both sides. And if you're signing up more people, then you get more people from that. So then you become a Director 300, because then you have 300 points on one side and 300 points on the other, on your left and right side. So our new Director 300s this month, or Orlando, that's not right. It's telling me Orlando Darden is one, and I know he went to Director 700, so maybe the report is missing a little something. Cornella LeSavage is a new Director 300.
By the way, everybody, I love when Debbie does this because it's international. She's getting French names, Chinese names. Everybody enjoy this. This is fun. Go ahead, Deb.
Well, thanks, but that's weird because I know Orlando has already gone to Director 300. I don't know why he's showing up still on this report. So my apologies. Desi Chong is a new Director 300. Lisa Irwin, Lori okay, thanks, David. Demaluat, sorry. I know I'm crucifying names here. Demaluat. Dr. Ryan Datzel, Pam Bannon, Derek Ton, Brandy, Maria Roa, and Emily Adams. They're all new Director 300s. Now, you keep accumulating points and signing up more people, and you get to 700 points on one side and 700 points on the other, at least. One of your sides is usually a little bit bigger than that. So this week we had Angel Sun, who is my personal sponsor from San Francisco. So congratulations, Angel. Natural Healing Center. Teresa Fulton, another one in my organization, who is really going after it. So I'm very proud of her. Lucian Sperling, I'm very proud of everybody, but JD Chow, Anne Elias, Anthony Davis, Debbie Ulrich, and Daisy Koo, along with Claudio Giuseppe Di Chiero. All of those achieved the rank of Director 700. Now, this week, for the first time in a long time, we don't have any leadership, meaning bronze and above. But anyway, I would like to congratulate all the people who have gone out there and told enough people to get to those ranks and helped people in their health and many other things. So, all right, David, I'll stop sharing and you can go ahead and do announcements.
Okay, awesome. Congratulations, everybody. I'll wait till the screen pops back. I think. Are you frozen, Debbie?
It's popped. No, it's popped back.
I'm still looking at it. Well, maybe I'm frozen.
You're frozen.
I'm not moving, huh? All right.
Hey, you're moving. We can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Actually, Debbie, let me go out and come back in for some reason. I don't know why this is happening, but I want to be able to share my screen, and I can't see. Mine's frozen. I'll be right.
Okay. Well, why he's not talking? Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome. So I just want to say congratulations to everybody too. Pretty exciting time, and I know people are trying to earn their free tickets and airfare and all that to go to convention, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. But every step up the ladder represents lives changed. That's the way I look at it. You're helping people, and once you get people on the product, I say they're cooking. Just a matter of time before they're like, wow, this is incredible. And they take the gel and they try it on 10 people who are in pain, and they call you and say, this stuff works. I mean, it's just remarkable. So congratulations. I'm going to go over a few announcements, things that are happening this week. Starting, well, tonight, we're on this now. Starting tomorrow evening, Tuesday evening at 9 p.m. Eastern, corporate, the first three Tuesdays of the month, 4 Tuesdays of the month, they have a corporate call. This is corporate. It's not the field. Sometimes they'll have guests on. Tomorrow night, the CEO, I think, Debbie, if I'm not mistaken, Charles Funky,
yes,
doing a leadership training. And if those of you have met, we call him Chuck Funky, pretty cool name. Guy is phenomenal. And just I mean, everybody at the company is great. And when you meet them at convention and you shake their hand and you talk to them, you realize, I mean, how serious they are about this and how committed. Anyway, he's doing the leadership training tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. To get to it, you go to ASEAIntouch.com. ASEAIntouch.com. So that's tomorrow. Wednesdays for guests, Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, this is big, guys. This is our weekly meeting. You know, not everybody has meetings in a hotel every week. Very few people do. But you have a quality meeting to bring people to every single week. 3 of them. 2 of them are on Wednesday. 1 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 1 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern. On this Zoom number, the Zoom number that you are in right now, 301-100-1000. So Debbie and I do 2 live webinars with PowerPoint and some without, explaining ASEA, explaining the product, explaining how to use it, explaining the safety, explaining the company, explaining the opportunity created by this, showing average incomes on a slide, showing the company, showing the inside of the production facility. We do it every Wednesday. And if we can just drive people to those meetings, okay, and get them there, get them interested. During the week, you're doing your one-on-one meetings, your 3-way phone calls. Every time you speak to somebody on a 3-way, guide them to that, okay? And the Wednesday ones, as Debbie said, we do Q&A. So we talk for about 30, 40 minutes, and then we answer everybody's questions. So your guests, your open-minded guests, your skeptical guests, whatever, we say, please ask anything. We say it's too important not to ask you questions and walk away with questions. And if we don't know the answer, we're going to direct you where to go to get the answer. Okay? So that's at 1 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern. I spent a lot of time promoting that because it is Debbie and I that do it. This week, it's just going to be me doing it. Debbie's traveling. But we do it every week. Okay? And so bring people to it. We're also going to be mentioning the convention at every single one. So if you got associates, have them come check these meetings out. If they don't know, look, I think they're great. I think Debbie does a phenomenal job. I think I do a good job and we answer questions. But if people aren't aware that this exists, they can't be working all week driving people to it. You know, they're just going through their Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They're completely unaware that it's happening. So that's Wednesday at 1 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern. Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, Alan Noble, who's an ambassador Diamond in our upline, who does a phenomenal job and has testimonials, 9 p.m. Eastern, Thursday. Okay, that's for guests also. Just simply go to discoverasea.com, discoverasea.com. If you want to get an idea of the meetings that he does, you want to see the recording from last week, well, it was from 2 weeks ago, it was 4th of July, last week, go to discoverasea.net, discoverasea.net, you'll see that. In addition to that, every single day we have training. People say, well, what do I do? I imagine most of you or all of you know about the daily charge-up call. Charge-up call is not like rah, rah, let's get excited. The charge-up call is a training call. It's Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. It's recorded. Okay, this is all on our infrastructure document. Everything I'm telling you is all on that document. Remember that. It's called the infrastructure document, like the word infrastructure with a W. Get it from your upline if you don't have it. Pull it off Debbie's Facebook group site or my Facebook group site. Pull it off of there. But the charge-up call is training every day for 30 minutes at 11 a.m. Eastern, and it's recorded, like I say, and it covers the most important workflow process that we have. For the new people who are on, Mondays they cover attitude. Tuesdays they cover list, making your names list and maintaining your names list. Wednesdays is I for invite or introduce. How do you introduce this to people? I got some background noise there.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
I got it. So,
Okay.
and then Thursday is follow up, and Friday they cover T for teach your team to do the same thing, A lift. Okay. So just want to remind everybody about that. I want to just share my screen real quick for events that are happening around the country, and I'm going to be going to a few of them actually. So if you know people in these areas, plug them in. So you go to ateamsupport.com, ateamsupport.com, and you put in the password associate with a capital A, and you click the events tab, and this is what comes up. So if you look at this, let's see, where are we? Today's the 8th. So in Tampa, there's going to be a meeting on July 10th. In Massachusetts, there's a meeting on the 13th. In Las Vegas, I will be in Las Vegas on the 20th with Paul Tyra, his Crossline Triple Diamond, ex-Marine, amazing guy. We're going to be doing the meeting together there. Debbie and I will both be in Spokane, Washington with about 15 other diamonds at Denny Robinson's house. Denny Robinson is an upline presidential diamond, the only presidential diamond in the company. And she's in her upline, and every year she has a retreat at her house where we just get there, and it's 4 days of wining and dining and jet skiing and some meetings and massages and all kinds of stuff. So get diamond to get invited to this. But one of the nights we do a meeting for all the local people in Spokane. Oak Island, North Carolina, Dr. Weissman is an amazing guy. Amazing, amazing doctor. Portland, Oregon, Trish Winkler will be there July 30th. St. Petersburg, Florida, I'll be there with Dan Doyle. So I'm an ambassador double diamond. Dan Doyle is an ambassador triple diamond. And just of you know his story, he was dying of cancer. Now he's on a mission with this, and he's moving much faster than I did. I mean, he's an amazing speaker. So that's in St. Petersburg, Florida. On August 3rd, there'll be a leadership thing on the 2nd. Denver, Colorado, August 10th. Debbie, are you at that? Or I don't know if you're there or not for that.
Probably not this time.
Okay. So then Europe, you can see Denmark, France, Germany, Singapore, Australia. I know I'm going to be going back to Asia in November. I was there in March. It's exploding there. So I know I'm going to be in the Philippines, Singapore, and probably Hong Kong. I may go to Malaysia also, depending on what the announcements are at the convention about Malaysia. So that's that. And Diamond Summit, Debbie and I, the diamonds, you qualify for this. They wine and dine you on this too. And this is the company that does this. Ascent we just had at the bottom, you can see this. We just had Ascent in Cancun. Many of you came back from that. They'll announce Ascents. Anybody can win Ascent. Anybody can win Ascent except diamonds. Diamonds, we have to pay for it. But they'll announce what Ascent is at the convention. So by far, the most important thing that is on this screen, by far, is convention. You can see, let's see if I can just highlight it here. If you go to ASEAconvention.com, you'll get the details on this, but it is September 12th to the 14th. And anybody who's serious about this business, excuse me, or who is serious about evaluating this as a business, absolutely must be there. And Debbie's going to talk a little bit more about that, and I will too. And by the way, I've been collecting names for people that want the discounted tickets. Because right now, if you've been in ASEA for more than 90 days, the ticket price is $299 a ticket. If you've been in for less than 90 days, the ticket is $179 a ticket. I bought 40 tickets okay, at a discount, because you get a discount when you buy 10 packs. I bought 40 tickets at $199 each. And I put it out to everybody on our team, and somehow the Crossline are already hearing about it that I've got them, that want the tickets instead of paying $299, $199. I've received payment from probably about half the people, either by Venmo or by check. If you're on that list and you told me you want a ticket, please, like tomorrow or today, either Venmo it to me or send me the check. I mean, I laid out a ton of money to get the tickets because people had given me names that said they want. I just need to get paid back for those. But just get to convention. It's the most important thing that you can do, and Debbie will share a little bit more about that. So let me just stop sharing my screen, and Debbie, I'll turn it back over to you.
Okay, and I just wanted to reiterate the Wednesday meetings. I don't know if you guys value what you have, but all the new people that have been coming into our group through me doing three-ways and stuff, I tell them we're part of a big team. And I say we really try to do everything we can to help everyone. So one of the things we do is on Wednesdays for our team only, we do webinars to teach people about this and then answer questions. And I just have to say, you have no idea how much the new people say, oh my gosh, that's incredible. What help that is. I will definitely push people to there. And so I want you to know that this isn't typical. This isn't anything that you would find in other network marketing companies. I was in another one before this. We never had any of this. And so I'm just hoping you appreciate it and that you're really pushing people to get to these webinars on Wednesday. We do the best job we can. We'll take open suggestions if you would like, but we do the best job we can, and then we answer questions at the end. So it is really something that you be pushing your new people to, especially the 9 o'clock one on Eastern time, basically. And across the board, all the new people that have gotten involved with me are very excited by the fact, because they said they've never had any kind of support like this before. So I'm hoping you guys are using it and using it to get guests to. Before we welcome new people, we're just going to take a few minutes. I just talked to Karen Riley, and they are getting this fixed. But for some reason this year, there's usually a big banner as you log into your website that has all the new things on it. And convention should definitely be up there. Convention is this year, and it's in September, and it's September, I think it's 12th through 14th. I'm going to look right now. Sorry. Should have had that done. Yes, 12th through 14th. So we want to make sure all the new people and all of you who have been in for a while know about this. They are going to start the 12th, which is a Thursday. That's a Thursday morning. They're going to start in the morning. They're going to have a whole day's worth of knowledge and education for you guys, and Friday and Saturday. So it's going to be the 12th, 13th, and 14th total. You really do need to fly in on Wednesday this year for the first time, because they're going to start first thing in the morning on Thursday. And so we want you to know about that. We want you to know how important it is. I can tell you personally from me and my daughter, when I first got in, I literally had no money. I was completely bankrupt. But I knew the importance of getting to, it happened to be the launch of the product. It was our first convention. And it was September 10th, 2010. September 11th is Vertus's birthday. September 11th is also a horrible national disaster for us. It was a beautiful event. I heard things there that I will never forget in my life. Testimonials, doctors, scientists, validating the product, telling us what this did for cells. Testimonials that just we couldn't keep emotionally together with. And then Vertus telling the story of how this started. I can tell you that this will change you. and you will come back with a fire to tell people about what this is if you get to convention. So a few years ago, my daughter swore she would never do this with anyone. She would never do what I do. Was on the phone all the time, da 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 da. I'm like, well, okay. I would drop a little thing. I was like, yeah, I'm on the phone, but I don't have to go to an office to do that. I can be where I want to be. I can shut off my phone if I need to. She didn't quite get it. So she went through a lot of different jobs, working for somebody else, working to build their dream, not her own dream. And she finally started realizing that. I think I dripped on her a little bit, but she just came to that conclusion, and she didn't really know what she wanted to do. And she put out, I would love a life coach. I'd like to be coached on what I am trying to find what I want to do in my life, my passion. And luckily, Marion Struble, under Tammy Gates, is a life coach. And she reached out to Jackie and said, I'm happy to coach you. So just give me a call and I'll do it for free. So Jackie started talking to her and she just started describing, I don't want to have a boss. I don't want to go to a cubicle every day. I want to be my own boss. I want to build my own dream. I want to have time with my children when I have them. I want to have time with my husband when I get married. On and on and on. Everything network marketing can afford you. And Marion finally at the end said, well, Jackie, you probably don't want to hear this, but you might want to talk to your mother. I still didn't try to convince her at all. I said, okay, I'm going to get you on the phone with two people your age. You can hear what you want to hear from them. But there is a convention coming up in 2 weeks. If you will come to that convention, you will know if you're supposed to do this or not. I can tell you that every businessman who makes millions or hundreds of thousands or whatever will check out the business that they want to pursue. Donald Trump would have, in his business sense. I don't want to get into politics. Lee Iacocca would have. Anybody who's worth their salt in business checks out a business that they want to pursue. If you have any interest in building this, you'll get to convention, especially if you've never been there, because that's where you can make your decision. Is this right for you or is it not? It will show you how big this is. You will hear testimonials that you've never heard before. You will talk to people there and make connections with people who have had experiences that you need to hear about. And you will know if this is for you or not. This can be as serious as a business as any other business in the world. You can make millions in this if you'd like to. You can make an extra $500 a month, which is perfectly fine. But you should probably check out the business, who's behind it, who's running it, what they're doing every day to make this work, how much money they're making a year, how much money on average we're making a year, where we're expanding, what new products are coming out, everything. And nothing you will hear at this convention will be rah-rah. You will hear all of that stuff. If you're a business person at all, and you need to look at where you're going and what you're doing and who you're doing business with, you need to get there. And we could try to make it as affordable as possible. I mean, Delta Airlines is giving you specials to get there. The tickets, David has bought 40, bless his heart. That's all I can say. He's bought 40 of them. You can get them at a discounted rate still if you've been in for longer than 90 days. If you're brand new, you still can get them for $179. That is nothing for 3 days worth of information and for what they spend on this event. It's nothing.
Well, plus they can get the company to pay for it, Deb. I mean, that contest.
Exactly. Well, I wasn't quite there yet, but yes, absolutely. And if you need roommates, I mean, Bob Sprinkler, bless his heart, has always said, if you want roommates, we have people rooming with 4 people to make it affordable. That's what I did when I first got in. I was completely bankrupt. You room with people so that it's affordable. And I can tell you, I'm a big proponent of Southwest Airlines. You can usually get a really good deal from Southwest flying right into Vegas, nonstop. Don't pay for bags, no hidden fees, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, just look it up. You can get where you need to go, and we can help you in any way. And as David said, the company is allowing you to have a contest to get it all paid for if you want. It's all for doing what you should be doing anyway, signing up people and earning points for how much volume they come in with. And we can, okay, so that's, if I share that with you, it's at the beginning of, as you sign in. So let me go up here. As you first log in, qualifications are there, and here is your Earn Your Way to Convention. So if you want to learn more, you go to that. And it will tell you exactly what to do to earn points so that you can get it paid for both your airlines, your room, you get free convention tickets, and they give you extra cash and then extra swag. So if you want anything like that and you want to, and you're, I don't know, you want to earn it yourself, there's the way to do it. I've never seen them be this generous, actually, ever. We've never had a convention contest like this. This is the biggest one ever. They really want people there. This is getting to be huge. We're going around the world. People are learning about redox. There's Redox Research Congress. It's the 19th one in a row in Paris that doctors flew in from around the world to. We've had redox research centers open in all the major universities across the United States. Redox is a big deal, and it's going to continue to be a big deal. So if you sign up people, and then when they sign up people, you get more points. And when they sign up people, they get more points. It goes down 3 levels. That's how many points you get. And then once you sign them up, if they're getting auto ship, that's another whole thing. The next month, you get more points. So they've really made it quite easy for you to be able to win the contest, to go to convention for basically free by just doing what you're supposed to do. So I just wanted people to know. So if you would like to see what it's about, when it starts, all about it, if you go to ASEAconvention.com. And pretty soon, which they should have had up a while ago, I will fault them for that. They will have a convention banner up. They'll have it in your back office. They'll have a lot of stuff about convention. It should have been up already, but we want new people especially to know about that. So, and anybody who doesn't know about it. So now we'd like to go to welcoming new people to our team. Unless David has, do you have any other input?
Here, yeah, one thing, Debbie, you shared your screen, and I want to draw attention to one other thing on that home screen. Hang on one second, let me pull it. Most people know this, but as you said, you're just, you can win convention tickets, hotel, travel, all that by just doing what you really should be doing anyway,
Right.
and that we help you do. But in addition, it's the same thing that we say about something else that's on your front screen. When you go down here, there's a program called the Fast Forward right here.
Good.
Fast Forward, just doing what you should be doing anyway. But the company's going to throw more stuff at you. You know why? Because anybody that's been in business knows there's an 80-20 rule. 80% of the production of the company comes from 20% of the people, because 20% of the people are motivated people. 20% of the people don't just wish for things, they're willing to work for things. And it's the same thing here. It's about 80-20. That's what it is. Because you can't fire anybody in your organization. You can't threaten them with being fired. So a lot of people have their jobs because they're scared. They're scared they're going to get fired. Here, you can do whatever you want to do, right? You have to be self-motivated here, right? And coachable. And you have the support system. But my goodness, They give away so much stuff to that 20%. It's ridiculous. The fast forward in 14 days, you sign up at least 4 people with at least 800 enrollment points. They give you besides all the commissions, you get $125 worth of samples. You get another $130 worth of product. And if you do a fast forward plus, which they have in North America, they don't have it in Europe, and I don't think they have it in Asia. But you sign up 8 people with 1,200 enrollment points, and they're going to give you another $260 worth of free product. So it's just doing what we should be doing anyway. So talk to your upline about the fast forward if you don't know. So Debbie, I'm going to turn it back to you again.
Okay. Well, we continue to have an enormous amount of new people join our team. And so we would love to introduce new people and have them tell us a little bit about themselves and get to know them a little bit better. So is there anybody on who has somebody new, or does somebody new want to introduce themselves?
Debbie,
Yes.
this is Patricia Wright.
Hi, Patricia.
Hi.
Hi,
So this is the first
Patricia.
time I've been on this call. Hi, David.
Yeah, that's great. Welcome.
So, thank you. I'm from Denver, so I'm looking forward to Debbie moving out here. And still not walking really well yet, but the products are working very well for my energy. I'm loving that. So
Oh, that's fabulous.
just appreciating. I'm just waiting to walk before I really get signed up for this convention. But love your call. Really, really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you. Tell everybody about yourself, Patricia.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
You've been very successful.
I'm a leadership coach, transformational leadership coach. I've been doing it for 40 years. And my husband and I wrote a book about it. And I love that business, but I'm really finding the more I get into ASEA that this has got the community for me rather than building my own community. And so this is pretty exciting. It's got the support. I just got in today on the virtual office and went, oh my word, this kind of support is amazing.
Yes.
So I've been my own business person for 40 some years. So that's sort of my wheelhouse, if you will. But yeah, this is exciting. So I look forward to meeting anybody I can in Vegas if I can get there.
You'll get there. Don't worry.
You'll get there. That's what I keep telling you. No
I
problem.
know you keep telling me that.
It's going to flick on like a light switch one day.
That's what you keep telling me. I'm going to wake up one morning, I'm going to be walking.
Well,
Yay!
you've been on it for like a month, right? And 4 weeks or so?
4 weeks on Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. You're early. Don't worry. You got to walk before you can come to Vegas. I guess walk before you fly or whatever it is.
I gotta be able to walk around Vegas. Yes, that would be nice. And I appreciate you two for being there for me because I got no other support. So just being able to call you guys when I'm up or down or whatever has been very helpful.
Well, we'll introduce
anytime.
You're welcome, but you do have other support. Yeah, I haven't even introduced you to the rest of the people in between.
Yes, right.
We need
Phenomenal.
to do that.
And some of them are on here actually, so we'll introduce you. Don't worry.
Great.
Well, Cindy and Bo just got back, and I'm talking to them after their call tonight. So
Okay.
I'll make sure I will introduce you to them, and then we'll go from there. Tammy
Terrific.
and everybody else. Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We are happy to introduce anybody to our incredible upline. They're all here to support us. So if you haven't met them by phone, you are free. David puts out all their contact information on the Winfrastructure. And you are free to call them at any time. They are so impressed if people call them themselves. And just say, I'm going to be whatever, your next diamond. And so you need to know who I am. They are very happy to hear that, but we're also happy to introduce you if you're a little bit hesitant.
Well, the fun thing about this is that once I'm walking, because I have not been walking well for 4 years now,
Right.
the minute I start walking, I've got tons of people to go, what the heck did you do? I mean, the story itself is going to get,
I can imagine.
yeah, because they know everything I've tried in the last 4 years and nothing's worked. So,
Right.
yeah. But I will, if you don't introduce me, I will start reaching out now that I'm feeling better about it.
We're happy to. It's just that some of them were in Ecuador building that school. They
Right.
literally just got home 2 days ago. And I've given them space. Like, Cindy, I didn't contact you because you don't have a shower. You don't have a hot shower there. You don't have a really good bed. It's very scarce there. Anyway, I was there last year. So, so I'm happy to.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Is there anybody else new on that wants to introduce one of their new people? Just
There's
to the bottom.
Joan. There's the incredible Joan Feldon. I just want to say hi to her. She is just one of the most incredible inspirations in my life.
Hi, Joan.
Hi, Joan. Can she hear us? She doesn't act like she can hear us.
Joan Fielden in Canada.
Joan Fielden, yes.
There you go.
She's in her 80s. She looks like she's maybe 50. And she's gone through incredible things in her life. And she still does this, and she still gets on our phone calls.
Yep.
So, Joan, you're incredible. Thank you for being here.
Hey, Mike. Mike Weiner, did you have somebody new on?
Hey, David and Debbie, how are you?
Right.
Hi, Mike. We're great.
Yeah, Rebecca Jones was going to be on tonight. Last week she came through. The audio couldn't get in, and I don't know, something happened tonight. I think she got tied up on something else. But I've got a lot of folks for you guys to talk to in the next couple of days.
Awesome.
Okay.
I did want to say something. Tatiana's tearing it up in Florida. We did a 3-way call the other day, and she's got a guy that signed up about a year ago. He couldn't be on the team call.
He's lying. It's not true.
I can't even get through the set. She's so fired up. But I'm
He is. He's so fired up. I've been prospecting him for a whole year. He's like, all right, Tanya, I don't care what this is. I want in. I'm ready. What do I need to know? And he's already learning. He's already studying. He tried to get on the call today and click the link and then send me a screenshot where for some reason he couldn't get in. I had a hard time getting it also last week. I don't know why. So he's going to try
To
again.
our team phone call?
Yeah. Don't know
Really?
why. And then David told me that the numbers got changed. And so I clicked on the link, on the new link, and then I also had a hard time getting. I don't know. We'll see. So he sent me a screenshot, and I believe him because the same thing happened to me. And then I have a few other people that are a part of this, but I can't seem to get them in to the call.
Just do a 3-way phone call.
Okay, that's fine.
3-way phone call. If everybody listen to this carefully. If you know there's something that's really valuable for someone you're talking to, whether it's to learn about the product because they have an autistic child or they're sick, or because they need to understand that they have a team supporting them and they can see, wow, look at all these people doing this. Whenever you're stuck with anybody, prospect, business, whatever, always think third-party call. Always think 3-way phone call. It's just hearing it from somebody else about the value of something. It's just the psychological thing, you know. So and I was taught this years ago by Dave Stolzfus, actually, who now joined the team. He was a mentor of mine in the other company. He said, David, if ever you're stuck with somebody and you're getting frustrated because you're just not doing something you know is important for them, then don't tell them anymore. Just find a way to get them on the phone with somebody. Just call and say, hey, do you have a couple of minutes? Yeah, listen, I just want to introduce you to somebody else on the team real quick. They already said they had a couple of minutes. So don't say, hey, I want to introduce you to somebody first. They could run away and say, I'm busy. You say, you got a couple of minutes? Yeah, great. Introduce them. Let them bring it up to them about the call. Hey, have you been on the Monday night call yet? Things like that. Just I hope that helps. On the Winfrastructure document, I put on the training page, I put a couple of videos about 3-way phone calls. It's worth taking a look at that. Very helpful.
Even after you've spoken to them. I mean, some of them you haven't spoken to.
Absolutely.
That joined and are part of this.
Oh,
so
yeah.
David has spoken to a few of them, and they're joined, and they're a part of this, and they love the product, and they're telling people, but they're not growing, and they're not coming to the call. And
Right.
I just
listen to Debbie. I'm not going to talk about it, but Debbie, listen to Debbie.
get back to
Tatiana,
another 3-way call. Okay.
I cannot tell you the magic of a 3-way phone call. I could tell and tell and tell and tell and tell. And it wasn't until I got them on the phone. My upline is Cindy or Bo Buck or Chuck and Tammy Gates or Denny Robinson or Trish Strinkler. That's my upline. I got them on the phone with them and completely opened their mind again. And things changed immediately. And you could feel it and see it.
So keep trying the three-way
no,
call. Do the
I
first three-way
learned,
call and then do another one.
right,
Call and then do another one.
right, I learned so early on. The more I spoke, the worse it got.
Yep, I've
Get
learned
them
that.
on the phone with somebody else, right? They will see a bigger vision. They'll hear it from somebody else in a different way. They already know you. They didn't know me as a redox expert. They knew me as Debbie Wetzler, either a server or an interior designer. I wasn't a redox expert, so they weren't listening to me. I never talked to any of my people personally. The only expert I am is for my people's people. I never talk to my own people, ever. That's how critical this is.
Well, you talk to them, but you don't.
I create interest, but if I want them to learn, I get them on the phone with somebody else. Always. I've been in 9 years. I can't even tell you how many lectures by Gary Samuelson and everybody else I've been to. I still do not tell them I'm an expert on this. I get them on the phone with somebody else.
You're talking about prospecting.
My own prospects, exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Me too.
I'm never an expert to my people, ever.
Right.
Ever.
They feel like they have to be an expert. But when they see that there's support, and they see there's a team, and they see that they don't have to do it alone, and they see all these other people that are in the same situation, it's like, hey, I want out of the rat race. I want out of this crap. And willing to do it, and they see people excelling and they're doing it. It builds belief that I can do this. And that's the key thing in network marketing. People have to feel that they can do it. It's easy to take the product. I mean, that's easy. You just put it in a cup and you drink it. The business side of it, people don't have belief in themselves. And if you're the expert for your people, or you keep hounding them to do something, they're going to feel like, number one, oh, I got to be the expert to do this business. If you're hounding them to do something, they're going to say, oh, I don't want to be like that. I feel like I'm being hounded to do something. I don't want to be do that to my people. So what they do is they just drink the product, and they don't tell anybody about it. So if ever you get stuck,
they're not connected and they don't know what this can do.
That's right.
All I can tell you is that I can't even tell you how excited new people are to hear they're part of a big team and they don't have to do this by themselves, and they have help through 3 ways or connect phone calls, whatever you want to call it.
And the Wednesday webinars.
You'll talk for me? Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm in. Okay? That's how excited they get. You've got to do 3 ways.
And it's not like it's going to be a 10 out of 10, Will, but if you don't do 3 ways with prospects, maybe you get 2 out of 10, unless you have a lot of credibility, and then you're signing up 10 out of 10. But then those people cannot duplicate what you did. Then you were enrolling all these people, and you never go in depth because you didn't do it the right way. And I'm saying this more for the benefit of new people. I know you know it, Tatiana, because you do 3 ways. But when I heard you say you're trying to get them to come to the team meeting,
even after the 3 ways with you, after they're signed up, after you did a 3 ways, after they're part of this, and they're already having them and their partner on it, and it's like I just don't know what else to do. Like really intelligent, knowledgeable people.
You say you don't know what to do. Do you know what to do now?
Get them on another 3-way call? Because you already spoken to a lot of them.
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Still get them on again.
The 3 ways don't
Someone
stop.
Else.
You just do
I
it
didn't
3
know
ways.
that.
Now the purpose.
I thought you just do it once and you're done.
No. No, because that's what I said before. So when you're talking to people and you do a 3-way phone call, that's in the process of them learning and getting involved. Or let's say you sit them down for coffee and they say, sign me up, do the 3-way phone call right away. You want to include the 3-way phone call in that process, right? But then when they're in, then you're going to do 3 ways to introduce them to upline. So, hey, look, here's some more of the support team, right? If they're engaged in the business, if they're not interested in the business, it's not important. I mean, it just isn't. But like getting people to convention, if you say, come to convention, like you just sent me a thing, you're coming, you and your mom are coming, fantastic. But now that you're going, you want to bring people with you. So if you call and say, oh, no, I'm not going to convention. If they hear it from enough people about the benefits of going, that's when you do 3-way phone calls. 3-way phone calls are a tool. It's in your toolbox. You got Mike as your sponsor. You got me as the next person. You got cross-line people. You got Debbie, and we do those 3 ways. If you get stuck with somebody that's not coming to the team meeting, not going to convention, not doing three-way phone calls, which is the biggest reason people fail. Do a three-way phone call, and then just do it. Find an excuse to call them with somebody else. And there's a proper way to do a three-way, and there's an awful way to do a three-way, right? And that's in the infrastructure document. I shot a video in there that goes through the awful way to do it. And people say, oh God, that's what I do. I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's why I'm not having success, and the right way to do it. So take a look at that, okay?
I've seen it a few times. I think that's why I'm able to do the first, but I've never I'm going to try to do that second call.
Time for me to shoot another video.
Thank you guys. Thank you for explaining it.
Well, Tatiana, let me just tell you, when I first got in, Cindy Beck got me on the phone first with Trish, with Tammy and Chuck, with Alan Noble, and then eventually with Denny. I didn't know Denny. I knew the other ones. Four three-way phone calls.
Seriously?
Do you think I saw the vision of this? Holy cow.
And look at you where you
I
are
just
now.
was ecstatic. I could not wait to do this and get involved.
Oh, that changes the game. That's very, very different.
Yeah, I mean, I heard something different from the Bucks. I heard something different from the Gates. Something. I mean, Alan is an incredible vision. So if you've got somebody serious, who and the Bucks knew I could be serious, so they got me on the phone with him. He will do phone calls, but I wouldn't just put him on the phone with anybody. I would put him on the phone with, somebody that could build a business. Let him paint a vision. He's incredible at that. And so is Trish and Danny. They're all very good. They all just will say something different to each one of your people. So they're like, oh.
This like changes my entire brain right now, because I'm just thinking, okay, just get him to that one three-way call. Now I'm like, okay, 404. I got Debbie Wetzler, who's triple diamond, and she had 4 calls. So if I want somebody to go to the triple diamond, I need to get them on 4 to 5 three-way calls. Got it.
Oh,
okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I had a different vision from every single one of them. I heard all of their stories. I heard what this meant to them. I heard what this did for them. I saw what they saw.
And by the way,
it was a brand new company. I was scared to death.
They were gold associates then. It wasn't like they were there now, but because they're doing it, they grow. And here's another thing I want to point out, Tatiana, for everybody here. So I bet there's other people here that are listening to this saying, oh yeah, me too. I didn't know that. And that's the power of showing up.
Right.
Showing up to these meetings. People pick up things. People that go to convention, the light bulb goes on. All of a sudden, I mean, you get very emotional and you're like, God, now I get it. Coming to these team meetings, somebody always picks up something here that changes their business at events.
Right.
So that's why events are so important. You learn and you make decisions at events. So watch what happens to Tatiana's business now. You watch on the screen. At what level are you right now?
Right now, I dropped to, well, we'll see where I am at the end of the week, but last Friday. Oh, Director 700 is my life rank. Director 700.
Director 700. Okay.
Yes.
So
I'm 2 people away from my associates to hitting bronze, because I have the points, but I don't have the directors.
No, you'll watch how fast Tatiana moves now. Okay, remember her name, you watch it and look at her face, and you watch now what she's going to do. It's going to be pretty cool. And I have to tell you, you don't have to do three-way phone calls with diamonds. What you do is we form with these form networking groups, 3 accountability groups, 3-way call groups, people who are like-minded. That's the other thing at convention. You're meeting people from around the, hey, we're hitting it off. You're having lunch with somebody. Hey, would you do 3-ways with me if I did them with you? It's fantastic way to do. Now I gotta give you a little teaser here. After convention, we're going to start a 90-day push, a 90-day surge program, but that's not until after convention, because that'll run from the middle of September to the middle of December. So those are 3 very productive months before the holidays. And in fact, Dave Stolzfus messaged me and said, I don't want to wait. I want to do it with my group. I'm going to do a 30-day push starting July 20th. I think he wants to start it, do a 30 or 45-day push just to push towards convention. But part of that is going to form accountability groups and put people together who are about the same motivation. It's part of it is just kind of the feel and talking and goals and things like that. But do that now. Form your little groups to do three-way phone calls. If you can't get me, you can't get Debbie, whatever it is. I mean, the more good people you have to use on three ways and they have you, the faster you're going to move. And three ways are not about convincing people. It's not about saying you need to sign up. It's not about saying you need to go to convention. It's about what problem in their life do they want solved? Well, this is real. This would help you do that. It's up to you, but it would help you do that. And here are the reasons why. We don't tell anybody what to do. We never do, ever, ever, ever. So thanks for those questions, Tatiana. I'm glad. And this is recorded.
For clarifying this was very helpful.
And just so I mean, if I'm doing three-way phone calls, I use my downline sometimes. I pick people who people can relate to.
Me too.
And it's, it's quite extraordinary what happens with those phone calls. And so I put together an accountability group years ago. They still call each other every single morning.
Wow.
They related to each other. They keep each other accountable. They keep each other moving. They keep each other motivated, all that kind of stuff. And they do a lot of three-way phone calls together. So, we always ask when we start this, we try to pair people according to maybe kind of rank and level and different things, personalities, that kind of thing. But if you're not having success with your group, then we want to know about this.
I had connected with somebody. Her name is Jackie. Jackie, I don't know if you're on.
Jackie Davidson?
I clicked at the convention about 2 years ago.
Jackie Davidson is a real go-getter.
She offered to help me do three-way calls, and I almost felt like bad because I didn't want to trouble her because we're not in the same team.
Doesn't matter.
And it's like I let my own self get in the way.
Yes, you did.
Okay, you can correct that. That's easy. I'll get
Right,
your number.
because you can do them for her also.
Oh, I have her number. I'm going to text her when this is done.
You have to know that you're valuable also, that you will do a great three-way phone call also, and you can do them for her.
Yeah, that's the key.
Sometimes that's easier because you can get a hold of each other that much faster.
Yeah. And then I can have Mike, and if Mike's not available, I can have.
Exactly.
And let me not to change the subject. Sylvie mentioned that she's doing the French webinar in French on Wednesday. Sylvie, if you're still there, pop on and tell people, because Christine Gaymard, I spoke with her. She went to that Redox conference in Paris, right?
Yes, indeed. Yes, so Wednesday she's going to come and give us a little briefing. Christine Gaymard, she had an amazing story because in 2018 she was in the bed, could not function due to a condition related to tic. And what I find out, she's a biochemist and neuroscience, which I had no clue. She's brilliant and also a psychotherapist. And she did a study actually to the Pierre and Marie University. So she went back into a school and she spent those 2 days with Dr. Samuelson. So she's, okay, fire up. I mean, she said, you should see what did happen, what they were talking. So we're going to have she's going to, pretty much mention why we're in the right place at the right time. And who care what people tell you?
Right.
Do you record your meetings, Sylvie?
Yes, I do. I put them on my French webinar.
Okay. All right.
Which is Pourquoi ACA. So Debbie, you are
I want to listen to this one. I'm flying that day, so I'm going to go back and listen to it.
You are a member of that group as well, Dr. Silverman. So right. I cannot friend everybody. So, go ask to some of the leader with whom you are friend to invite you to the group. It's called Pourquoi
is why in French.
Yeah. Why ACA Redox. So you can do that. The Zoom, I don't have in mind, but it's on the WIND webinars 277 something. Sorry, I cannot memorize because I had to separate. And I'm going to see to do something in English with her, which I will do a recording. She speaks perfect English, and to put something like a 10 minutes, 15 minutes video conference, which I would share in the English channel of Facebook.
Okay. The Zoom number is the French webinar at 2 p.m. Eastern. The Zoom number is 277-50585. 277-50.
I just put it.
Yeah, and the reason I know that is because I'm looking at the infrastructure document that we talked about. Everything's in the one place. It's all there.
Great. And so if you know anybody French, I will do the presentation first, and Christine will join us. And if you're sending someone, send me a little message, or just have the person to introduce them. I will be more than welcome to.
Let me mention one thing. There's one mistake on the infrastructure document. The whole document, there's one mistake, and that's that webinar. It says 3 p.m. Eastern. that was when it was daylight saving. When it was not daylight saving. It is at 2 p.m. Eastern. So on the infrastructure document on page 2, when it talks about the French webinar, it is at 2 p.m. Eastern, not 3. Okay. We cut off everybody. Is there anybody else that's new that would like to say hello before we wrap it up tonight? I put in the Susan Moore, thanks for me. I put a note in the chat bar that I did not know that this Thursday and next Thursday there is no webinar. Remember I said discoverasia.com Thursday night at 9 o'clock? There is not. Alan's away. There's not. But you can always use the recorded one that's at discoverasia.net. Live events for guests. The only ones you're going to get this week and next week is the Wellness Wednesday webinars at 1 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern with Debbie and me. Okay, so please, forgive me for a lot of people have clicked off already, but there is no webinar this Thursday night live or next Thursday night live. All right, nobody else new?
I'm new, but I got into the meeting very late.
Hi, Glory.
Hi, Glory. Hi.
Hi, and I don't have that Winifred, whatever you call it, document.
Infrastructure, yes.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Who's your sponsor,
Okay.
Glory?
Bill, I don't know, Bellevue or something like that. And
Oh, Bob Bellevue.
and he said sent it in an email, and it says that word, but there's no PDF attached. Is it a PDF?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
So, yep, and send me an email, will you?
Okay,
And
what
I'll
is your email?
Dr. David Silverman at Gmail. Dr. David Silverman at Gmail.
Thank you.
Glory, where do you live?
Mission Viejo.
Oh, nice.
Nice, beautiful area.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm
You don't have
older.
to go back to when you're born.
I'm an older mom, so I need some more energy, and I just started drinking the ASEA water recently, so it's only about a week or so, but I do need more energy.
Great.
Because I juggling these girls' lives that I adopted, multiple kids, and so and working, so I really have my hands full.
Yes, I guess you do. You're a single mom?
No, but my husband, he works at a nonprofit and he works a lot, so he's got a lot. Debbie, this is for
So you're a single mom. Okay.
Not totally, no.
No, I get it.
Just busy.
And how many children did you adopt?
Two kids.
Wow. Congratulations. That's a beautiful thing to do. It takes a lot of commitment and work.
Yes, it's a lot of fun and it's a lot of work, both things.
Yes, of course.
But I'm glad I did it.
Absolutely. And did you come into this just to discover something for your own health or for somebody you love? Or just for more energy?
No. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe because I'm a dreamer and I have big dreams.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
It's because I want to make a difference in some people's lives. And
Sure.
yeah, one time years ago, I read an article about the stats for kids that don't get adopted, and it's really bad. What most of them end up on the streets or in jail. So I just had my heart on that to adopt some kids that are older rather than babies. And so it's something that took a lot of years to come to pass. I mean, it took a lot of effort. It's not the easiest thing to do, because nowadays you get scrutinized like all the way back to age 16, even, you know, things from 30 some odd years ago, they look at in your record.
Yeah.
So it's you got to be so super squeaky clean to adopt kids today.
Yes.
Well, Lori,
bless you for doing that.
welcome to the team.
Yes.
Yep, I'm here trying to learn.
We'll get you the document.
Well,
And
I
check
hope
out
you
one of the
got the
meetings
fact that you need to call us and let us help you.
Yeah,
That
well,
is the one most important thing you can do. So, okay.
well, I wish I knew how to set up the Zoom so it automatically like chimes me or something, because I get very engrossed in my work and what I'm doing, and then I'm not watching the clock. And I met
set your alarm on your phone. That's what I do. I'm the
set your
same
alarm
way.
on your phone.
okay.
And by the way, Bob's on top of everything. I mean, I know he sent it to you. When you said you didn't have it, I'm like, you didn't open it, but you did. It just wasn't there. Bob is on top of everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you got a good sponsor.
Yeah, I see the word in my email, but I click on it, and so anyway, I think he is on top of it.
Awesome. Welcome aboard.
Yes,
Okay.
welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Yes, Pearl.
Anybody else?
I just want to let her know that she's not very far from where I live. So if somebody wants to put her in touch, I'm physically within reach.
Awesome.
So that's Pearl Bowen. She's just did the charge-up call today for us, and she lives in the
I'm in Tustin. She'll know where that is.
Tustin area.
Pearly. Oh, Pearly. Well, I'm glad to meet you.
Well,
And she's salt of the earth. She's a beautiful lady.
So look her up, Pearl Bowen, Bowen, on Facebook. You can connect.
All right.
Yep. Awesome, Pearl. Thanks.
All righty. I'm on the road. I'm going to meet out again.
All right, everybody. It's about 20 after. I think we should wrap it up unless there's anybody new.
And Gloria, I'll find out your information from Bob, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Absolutely. And we'll connect.
Thanks.
Of course. All right, everyone. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening. There's Bob. Bob, you need to connect me with Gloria, okay?
Yeah, I can't unmute him for some reason.
Put your, maybe I
Oh,
can.
there you go. Thanks, Deb and David. Are you still on there, Glory?
I'm
Yes,
here.
yes.
Hello.
Glad to see you on. I heard the end of it. I was checking in people at the desk, but I was listening in on audio, so fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so just connect us, Bob, okay? And I'll reach out to her.
Fantastic. I will, Debbie. Thank you so much.
All right, Bob. Thank
Have
you.
a great night.
All right,
I'm gonna mute everybody.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Night. Thank you.